You're listening to Texas Top Homes. I'm your host, Freeman Sawyer. With me is my co-host, Tracy Wiesman. Today, we're visiting with one of Texas' top realtors, Tessa Larson for Keller Williams. Welcome to the show, Tessa.
Thank you for having me.
Tessa, when we talked the other day, you mentioned to me that you feel all buyers should get prepared before they start their search for looking for a home. Can you explain kind of what you mean about being prepared and what they should do?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people, especially first-time buyers, and even buyers who haven't bought in the past 4 years, 5 years, a lot of things have changed.
Sure.
So being prepared means a couple of things. First of all, it's getting your financing in order. And why that's so important is because sellers want to know that you're ready, willing, and able. You know, before when we go on selling appointments, sellers would say, okay, whoever's the fastest and in, the quickest amount of time and the most money. That's really not the case. What buyers want now is somebody who's truly ready, willing, and able. And that starts with financing. So first and foremost is financing. The second part is knowing what you want, what area you want to live in. There's nothing more frustrating than looking in multiple neighborhoods and they don't know the neighborhood, or they don't know if it's really the right school. So it's doing all that work ahead of time. Things that I don't necessarily know that you're looking for.
Sure.
So we do a really good job of an in-depth needs analysis prior to, so some of that stuff comes out, but like if you can get it narrowed down to an area and you have the money, then it's much easier from that point moving forward.
Then you're ready to start shopping.
That's right.
Right. Maybe before that, you're online shopping, figuring out little wants and needs.
Yeah, and you know what? That actually brings up a very interesting point. When I first started in the business, which I'm going into my 5th year, buyers would come to us, and at their buyer consultation, they'd tell us what they were looking for. And we would say, okay, here's the 5 houses that fit that criteria.
Right.
Nowadays, all they do is screenshot a picture of Zillow and say, hey, I want this house. I mean, it's totally different.
Sure.
I mean, even in that short amount of time.
The internet keeps evolving.
The National Association of Realtors statistic that 87% of buyers found the house they were looking for online before they ever go preview it. So they already know when they get to me, they know they have a few that they want to see.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because even in the pre-approval process, which takes us maybe normally 15 or 20 minutes, right? A lot of times they'll email us over, here's the 2 or 3 houses that we're interested in seeing.
Addresses.
Right.
Yep.
And so we can look at those houses and see how much they are and go, okay, well, if you get a full price offer and a little more, here's what we need to get you pre-qualified for.
Right. It's interesting how much it's changed now from when it was. I mean, they definitely relied on us to find the house. Well, that's no longer our job. Not that it ever was, but it's not our job to find the house anymore. And it's awesome that they know what they want.
Yeah.
And buyers want a Pinterest house. They want sellers to have everything buttoned up. They don't want to make repairs. They want it to be move-in ready. That's what the buyers want. And then the sellers, they want a Pinterest house, so that it looks good and it sells for the most money.
Sure. Pinterest, go, go, go.
Yeah, that's right. It's all the availability. And I think it's now because the information's so accessible.
Sure.
You can see inside anybody's house. Mm-hmm. That never used to be the case. Now you can see, like, oh, I love their living room. Oh, and they'll rip it off and, make it their own. Which
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that. But it's very interesting, the dynamic of how the internet has changed the buying pool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tessa, how can folks find you? Give us your website and phone number.
Sure. My phone number is 469-248-5119, and my website is www.agenttessa.com.